Chat, did you guys know, right? You know, like games like your typical, like, you know, modern 4-player co-op game, you know, it's like stuff like this, Lethal Company, you know, Repo, content warning or whatever it was called, stuff like that, right? I found out the other day that like people call these kind of games friend slop. Apparently that's the nickname that this genre of game has garnered. People unironically call these kind of games friend slop. And like, I don't know if this is like harsh or mean to say, but like, I feel like people who genuinely think that and are mad about it, like just admit you have no friends, bro. Like, just admit you don't have friends. Like, you can't hate on a genre of multiplayer game just because you don't have friends to play it with. Just, your lack of friends does not make it a bad or a sloppy game. Don't say friend slop. Yeah, I only recently found out about friend slop a couple weeks ago. I found out about the term friend slop fairly recently. And like, I just don't understand how anyone could be mad at it. Unless, you know, you are just friendless. But I mean, even if you were friendless though, like that's still just a really shit point of view. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like before VTube and stuff, like before I made friends with like Giro, my brain was gonna say Giro. Before I like made friends with Giri and Hero and like Toru and like, you know, obviously I've played Lethal Company with like Yumi and Mouse and Umo and, you know, other people as well. Like, before VTubing, you know, I didn't have friends to play multiplayer games like that with, you know? But like, I don't know, man. I never hated the game for it, you know? I never hated the games for the fact that I didn't have friends to play them with, you know? I don't understand the mentality, and it boggles my mind that some people are like genuinely and unironically so bothered by games like these existing. And like, I've seen people like throwing around the criticism. Like, I saw it when Peak came out, because obviously Peak's like the most recent one, isn't it? And I saw comments on like TikTok, and people like, oh look, another $5 French shop game that's going to be abandoned with no updates or whatever. And it's like, not to be funny, but like, even if this game never gets any updates, you know, even if you only get like 10-20 hours worth of gameplay, you know, out of it, like they're so cheap. Like, you don't have to get like 100 hours of gameplay out of a game for it to be a worthwhile game, right? Like, I feel like I've only played this solo. Hang on, what's my playtime? Steve says my playtime is 3.2 hours at the moment, and I've only played this solo so far, and I still really want to play with my friends too. I think this is already well worth the £4 I spent. I've already got my money's worth in enjoyment, to be honest. I genuinely feel like, before I've even touched this game with friends, I genuinely feel like I've already got my money's worth, because it is so cheap. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't play it for ages, you know? Like, if I'm buying like a fucking like AAA title that costs me like 60-70 quid and I only get like 20-30 hours of gameplay out of it, then yeah, I'm gonna be a bit pissed, because like comparatively it's a lot more expensive. But like, for something like this, like, I really don't see the problem, like, if you don't even play it for that long, sort of thing, or like if the game doesn't, you know, have constant updates or support and stuff like that. You know, it's like, it's a £5 game. You won't be feeling that way once you've played it with Mia. See, that's I've got it all figured out, Toru. See, my plan is that I'm not gonna play it with Mia. That's my plan. My plan is not playing it with Mia. That's how I'm gonna succeed.